Today, the moon is in Cancer, and I'm going to share with you 3 ways to carve out time for self-care. Of course, we are focused on self-care in this YouTube channel. It is the astrology of unshakable self-care. So we look at where the moon and the other planets are placed and how we can work with those energies to best support ourselves, our healing and evolutionary process, and care for ourselves so that we can be living our highest potential, right? Stepping into all we are meant to be. I'm Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Tuesday, January 23rd. And today the moon is in Cancer. So we have this particular emphasis on self-care. Cancer is the sign of caring, of nurturing, of how we care for ourselves as well as how we care for others. And when we look at the energy of the Cancer moon and how it can support us, the water signs are about energy. They are about the intangible. They are about how things heal and move inside of us when it doesn't necessarily fit into what it should logically be. So we're talking today about 3 ways to carve out time for self-care. And one of the reasons we want to focus on carving out time is because we are in the Capricorn moon cycle, meaning that the current moon cycle we're in began with the Capricorn new moon on January 11th. We are heading into this week's Leo full moon, which will be outward and expressive, creative. But before we get to that Leo full moon expression, we have this Cancer energy that's saying, how do you need to attend to your needs, your emotions, your feelings, the places inside of you that need attention and need that caring, that safe container so that you can fill up your batteries, recharge your batteries, but also take care of yourself deeply so that you're ready to move outward when that Leo full moon arrives. So let's get into it. And 3 ways to carve out time for self-care. Number 1, make it a priority. The energy of self-care is not negotiable, right? Time for self-care is not something that we can ignore because we know what happens when we ignore it. When we ignore it, we deteriorate. we are not as competent, not as capable, not as productive, not as creative because we diminish, deplete, what is it called when you uncharge your batteries? use up we use up our charge. Okay, so that's number 1, is we need to make it a priority. Put it on your to-do list. Self-care goes on your to-do list. It's at least as important as the other things you have to accomplish. You will accomplish the other things faster, better, more efficiently if you have done your self-care first. So whatever self-care looks like for you, whatever taking that time out for getting your needs met means, whatever fills up your cup, whether it's a little extra rest or a little time to savor your cup of tea or your meal or some truly, deepening into some caring for your body, getting a massage, going for a walk, spending time in nature, whatever it is that recharges your batteries. Put it on your to-do list, make it a priority, and really think about it. This is not just about shoulding yourself into self-care. This is about recognizing that when you don't have your self-care needs met, you are not going to do the rest of what is on your to-do list as effectively. So recognizing that it really is essential, non-negotiable. Okay, so that's number 1. Make your self-care a priority. Number 2, focus on when you're thinking about self-care, you get to focus on quality over quantity. So a lot of us tend to get hung up on the idea that we have to have this many hours a week, or you know, we have to bump something else or not do something that feels important to us. If we want to have self-care, we have to ignore people, right? So there's a sense of having to give something up or not giving something up because we don't make our needs a priority. But when you focus on not thinking about it in terms of it having to be a certain amount of time, or whatever that looks like in your life. But instead of focusing on quantity, think about the quality of how you do things you are already doing. So, how do you take care of yourself in your workday? How do you take care of yourself if you are a parent? How do you engage in the things that you have to do? The activities that you do throughout your day. How can you do it in a way that's fun, in a way that gets your needs met in there, as well as taking care of things or other people or whatever you have to do? So thinking about the quality of caring for yourself as you do your daily routines. When you take time for yourself, maybe at the end of the day, you read a book or you watch something on Netflix. You If you are taking that time, make sure you enjoy it. Take that time to really put quality into your relaxation, right? Like, just no pressure, right? It's not about guilt over how good your self-care was, but it really is about, oh, let's just take this moment to really enjoy this time and let ourselves sink in and just have all the things, the blanket, the whatever, food takes care of you, or beverage, or your cup of tea, whatever it is. Focus on the quality of how you are enjoying that downtime, but also how you're enjoying not just your downtime, but your activities, your things that you have to do throughout your day. How are you bringing the quality of self-care into the things you do and your routines? Okay, so that's number 2, right? Number 1 was make priority. Number 2 is don't worry about if you can't make it a priority, because you're going to focus on quality over quantity. Okay, number 3, even better, even easier, is number 3, do it in the moment. And so I would say, whatever self-care is, you can do it right now. Take a nice deep breath, breathe in love, forgive yourself for something, think about something you care about, think about something beautiful. Just take that nice deep breath to feel your body, appreciate the day, something that makes you feel good, that takes care of you. And so and you can do this anytime during your day. Maybe when you take a break, maybe when you're eating a meal, maybe when you're on your way to work or coming back from an errand, passing by a certain tree, right? So something that just reminds you, says, triggers for you some that you care about that tree, and that also that means that you have that caring for yourself. You take in a deep breath, you send out appreciation for the tree, and you breathe in appreciation for yourself. Feel into your heart, feel into a willingness to have your needs met, to feel loved, to feel safe, to remember that you have the ability to breathe in self-care. Self-care just means self-love. Self-love means not shooting on yourself. It means not indulging in any blame, shame, or guilt, right? Just accepting what is, breathing in, and maybe exhaling and sending love out to other people in your community, or out to the universe, or wherever you want to send love, maybe to the tree. All right, so there you go. 3 ways to carve out time for self-care. Now, You can definitely do these, right? They're doable. Okay, so number one was make it a priority, put it on your to-do list, really recognize the importance of self-care and why we do it, that it's not negotiable. Number two, even if you can't do number one, focus on quality over quantity and do number one and number two, right? And number three, you can do them all. Okay, so quality means how you are taking care of yourself while you are doing your daily routine. What do you need? Do you need space from a certain person who triggers you, right? Or so do you need a certain kind of work environment? So think about the qualities of what you need that take care of you throughout your day. Okay, that's number two. Number three is even if you can't do one or two, and even if you can do all three, do it in the moment. Take in a deep breath, feel gratitude, send love to yourself, send some opportunities to relax or open to what feeling having your needs met might feel like. Because, right, you don't have to be perfect. You don't have to have your needs met all the time. But when you breathe in, you say, I'm willing to have my needs met. You're setting an intention, you're aligning with that possibility of having your needs met. Boom, you did it. You took care of yourself. All right, it's a step in the right direction. Thank you so much for being here. I am Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Be sure to check out my recent video on the upcoming Leo full moon to understand the energies of this week. And I will be talking more about Pluto in Aquarius, Uranus stationing direct, and all those other fun questions about freedom, liberation, breakthrough, sudden change, etc. But check out my recent videos for more on that, and I'll be sharing more as we go forward into the future. Thanks again for being here. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate you, and I'll be back with more astrology for unshakable self-care. Enjoy the Cancer moon. Bye for now.